Ride long and lobster. Get it? Hi, I'm John, and welcome to Cycling on a Shoestring. And today we're going to talk about these gloves, known as split-fingered gloves, or because of the shape of them, lobster gloves. I've been wanting to try something like this for a very long time. I purchased these myself. These are made by Sealskinz. They cost me $70. I bought them right off the Sealskinz website. They came to me in less than a week. So I paid for these with my own money. We're going to take a close look at these, and I've ridden with these a couple of times already. Now, I guess the whole idea behind gloves like this is that you can keep your hands warmer. When you have a regular glove like this, when each finger has its own spot, I think the idea is that this has more surface area around it, so your fingers are more likely to get cold, where in these gloves, you've got a couple of fingers next to each other to keep each other warm. Maybe wrong there. If I am, let me know in the comments below. But let's take a close look at these gloves, and I'll tell you about an attempted ride I wanted to go on yesterday morning to test these out. I zoomed in the camera so you could take a look at the label that came with these gloves. It says they're 100% waterproof and they're for the extreme cold. More on that in just a moment. And to the right side of the label, you can see it says hold your phone here. There is an NFC tab inside this label, which is kind of cool, which I actually used, and it came up with this page right here. Gives you more information about the gloves and about sizing and whatnot. I'll talk to you about sizing, which is pretty weird with these gloves, I have to say. So let me change the camera angle once again. I'll give you a close-up look at these gloves, and I'll give you my thoughts on what they're like when you're riding with them on a cold day. So here is the glove. You can see it's got Sealskinz on there. They say this is high-vis material, so it will be seen in the dark, which is great if you're riding early in the morning, which I do, so I really appreciate the fact that it is high-vis. Looking at the underside of the glove itself, you can see it's got a nice strap over here. Comes pretty far up the wrist as well, which you want so you can get underneath your coat, so it keeps your wrist nice and warm. And what I really appreciate about this, it mentioned no blisters. When you go to the website itself, these aren't made specifically for cycling, but they did think about that when they made these. There's a bit of padding on here as well. I find that a lot of gloves that are made for the wintertime, they don't think about putting padding on them. And my hands get a little bit numb and they don't feel comfortable after a while because of that. I know there's more stuffing in gloves like this, but putting a little padding in there for people who are cyclists is a good thought for these. Now, as far as the inside of the glove itself, you know what it's like? You ever put on a glove and you pull them out and the whole inside comes out with the glove? That's not the case with these at all. It's a soft material, a comfortable material, and again, apparently it's 100% waterproof. I'm not going to stick my hand underneath a shower or something like that to test them out, but I'm going to trust that that is the case. I don't think my hands are going to get very wet, even with slush out on the road, and do excuse if these look a little bit dirty because they have been used already. Now, the thing about these when it comes to sizing is Sealskinz really has to do something about the sizing they've got on their website. They suggest that you measure around your knuckles here, and mine came out to 9 inches, and they actually use that as an example on their website. 9 inches around here means a medium-sized glove. Not even close. I said to my wife, order medium, and she said, John, you don't have medium hands. You've got extra large hands. So she ordered these, which are extra large, which Sealskinz suggested I wear medium, and these fit me perfectly. So I'm suggesting if you go to order something like this from Sealskinz, go up 2 sizes, because that's what I did, and these fit me perfectly. The sizing was way off at their website. Let me reposition the camera one more time, and let me tell you about riding with these on a cold day here in Calgary. More thoughts on these lobster gloves, split-fingered gloves from Sealskinz. First off, I think they're good quality gloves. They fit nice. I think they're well made. Are they worth $70? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it might be a little bit on the high end for gloves, but I think I'll have these for a long time. I'll be able to wear them for years. So over time, they're going to pay for themselves for sure. Now, as far as riding with them, I always test the products here on the channel. You'll always see me out on the bike. It doesn't matter how cold it is. I've gone out in the cold when it's in the -20s to test out jackets and pants and you name it. And I did go out the other morning to test these on my ride into work, and this is what happened.
So I'm heading out right now. It's just before 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got the gloves on. I'm going to do my best to get some video this morning. It's just before 4 o'clock, so it's dark out there. So I'll do my very best to test out these sealskin lobster gloves, or split-fingered gloves as other people call them. This is one of those things you hope never happens when you're going out on a bike ride. Going out to go to work this morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Got the fat bike here. Got a leak for sure. Didn't feel like that yesterday.
That was Sunday morning, and I didn't get a chance to use the gloves, but I did use them on Saturday morning when I went to work. It was minus 17 with a minus 28 wind chill, so pretty cold that morning, and I felt pretty comfortable on a ride that was about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. Overall, my hands stayed pretty warm. Are they better than regular gloves like this? I think the jury's still out on that. I'm going to have to test them. I might do a follow-up video to this. Now, how do they feel on the bike? Well, overall, you might be thinking, well, your fingers are together, can you shift properly when you're using these on a bike? Absolutely. I'm more of a thumb shifter. The bikes I've got, I can shift with my thumb up and down, but you can pull on your shifter as well. And as far as brakes go, it takes a little bit of getting used to because you're flipping two fingers over top of the brake lever, but that comes pretty quick. So overall, that's pretty good. Now think about this shape right here. Now, if you've ever been a Star Trek fan, you've done this. It's Mr. Spock, right? Live long and prosper. This is an uncomfortable thing for people to do, and some people actually can't do that shape. And I found over time, and I am able to do that my hands felt a little bit cramped because my fingers are stretched apart and those two fingers are together like that. You're forcing your fingers to do that when you're wearing these gloves. So it might be a little bit uncomfortable for you. And I think that was a little bit of an issue, particularly coming home the other day on Saturday morning. Watch the sizing. It's way off from the Sealskinz website. Think about your regular glove size, and that's probably closer to the real size and not using how they recommend on the Sealskinz website. Overall, they're pretty good gloves, but I'm going to have to test to see if they're warmer than these, and again, whether I can get used to the fact that I'm riding with my fingers far apart like that. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. If you liked the video, you thought it was helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Also, ring the bell for notifications. If you see the little heart with a $sign in it, if you click on that, you'll send a donation my way for the channel. I can go out and get more things specifically for the channel and review them right here for you. And I've got something pretty exciting coming shortly that I think you're going to really like. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Have a Merry Christmas.